Now to this, Hollywood has gone dark tonight. SAG-AFTRA actors have now joined Writers Guild members on strike against the studios.
Yes, it is the first time for actors and writers to strike together in more than 60 years. SAG actors now walking the picket lines instead of walking the red carpet premieres. A-list actors and character actors all walked together today outside Paramount Studios, Disney Studios, Netflix headquarters in Hollywood, and studios in Burbank and Culver City. Both SAG-AFTRA and the WGA have the same issues with the studios and streaming services: wages, residual payments, and the emerging use of artificial intelligence mimicking their work on screen.
No contract, no actors!
I'm in the new Barbie movie, for instance. I'm in the trailer with Margot Robbie fingerprinting her. I only made a couple $100 that day. I don't make any royalties. I don't make anything off the streaming.
We are asking for just what is fair, for people to just survive in this industry.
They are facing the fact that not only are they getting no new scripts, they cannot shoot anything until they come back and make a fair deal, not with one union, but with both unions. Because let me tell you something, neither of these unions is going to undercut each other.
SAG-AFTRA and the Writers Guild in all have more than 171,000 members on strike. The WGA has already been off the job for more than 2 months.
The strikes have had the potential to cause enormous economic damage, and not just here in Southern California. In New York, film and TV production employs 185,000 people. In Georgia, the industry brings in almost $4.5 billion in direct spending. And in California, it provides 643,000 jobs and $70 billion in wages. Production has now halted on several film projects, including sequels to blockbuster franchises like Deadpool, Venom, and Gladiator. And small businesses that provide goods and services to the entertainment industry are also already taking a hit from this historic double strike. Caterers are already feeling the pinch, especially those who normally cook for production crews on TV and film sets. Dry cleaning businesses are also concerned. Toluca Lake Cleaners in Burbank is near many major studios, which have kept the business going for decades. It's already forced to cut down on hours.
I'm not 12 hours a day at this point. We just cut down fuel. We cut down the employees' hours.
My plan is to literally try to downsize a little bit and also keep it so that we're doing just private chefs and corporate.
Simon tells us the actors' strike caused more cancellation. She has already had to lay off some employees.
Well, the strike has thrust SAG-AFTRA President Fran Drescher into the spotlight. She visited all the picket lines today and received enthusiastic welcomes. KCAL's Lauren Posen is live in the newsroom now with more on Drescher, with a look at her will to fight and her ability to lead during the biggest labor dispute Hollywood has seen in 60 years. Lauren?
Well, Pat, with Fran Drescher's acting background, praise and criticism is nothing new to her, but her leadership is under the microscope as she's now become the face of the SAG-AFTRA strike. It's a rock star welcome for actress and SAG-AFTRA President Fran Drescher, not to a red carpet, but to the picket line.
SAG-AFTRA strong! What is decided in this strike and this negotiation is going to impact everybody. And if we don't take control of this situation from these greedy megalomaniacs, we are all going to be in threat of losing our livelihoods.
Drescher might be best known for her comedic chops from the 90s sitcom The Nanny, but now she's being recognized as a force to be reckoned with.
Make no mistake, she is a serious person and she is formidable. Going in, management knew that Fran Drescher was formidable. A lot of the CEOs, a lot of the companies have done business with her, but I think nobody expected her to be this willing to be the public face of this movement.
Cynthia Littleton, co-editor-in-chief at Variety, says Drescher's experience as a working actor gives more credibility in her fight to get a fair contract for SAG-AFTRA's 160,000 members. Drescher has shown she isn't afraid to speak her mind.
You have to wake up and smell the coffee. We are labor and we stand tall and we demand respect and to be honored for our contribution. You share the wealth because you cannot exist without us.
And while Drescher got praise for her impassioned speech, She came under fire just a few days ago when this picture of her and Kim Kardashian in Italy surfaced as contract talks were down to the wire. Drescher says she was contractually obligated to attend the event, but the picture raised eyebrows. And then there's this, a video message to SAG-AFTRA's members sent at the end of June.
I just want to assure you that we are having an extremely productive negotiations that are laser focused on all of the crucial issues.
Elaine Lowe, staff writer at The Ankler, says it all comes down to optics.
It seemed like they were very optimistic that a deal was going to happen. At least that was the impression they gave. But these things just change on a day-to-day basis. And so when that picture surfaced over the weekend, tensions were already high.
But Drescher kept focus. And as the curtains close in Hollywood, for now,
No contracts! No actors! No wages! No pages!
The big question is if Drescher's style of leadership can get a deal on the table.
Fran is a very big personality, and in the past the negotiating has really been done by lawyers and people that are more schooled in that, and she is coming in and asking for things that perhaps people that are more schooled in that would say, well, that will never happen, and she's saying, why not?
Now, the SAG-AFTRA president position is elected, and it's also not paid. Drescher has held the role since 2021, and from the start, she's been very vocal that she's focused on these negotiations. Pat, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Lauren. Now, some KCAL News staff are SAG-AFTRA members, but they work under a different contract than the actors, and they are not affected by the strike.
The landslide victims who lost their homes in Rolling Hills Estates are one step closer to getting help from the state. Today, a team from Cal's Office of Emergency Services was on site assessing the damage. LA County Supervisor Janice Hahn says that assessment is